Hey everybody, welcome to We Run on Reruns. I'm Amanda and I'm here with my brother Eric.
What's up everybody? We are here in the middle of the season now, season 8 with episodes 9, which is the one with the rumor, and 10, the one with Monica's boots. I'm real excited to talk about this. We get Brad Pitt coming in as a guest star. We get a Thanksgiving episode. We get some pretty crazy storylines in the other episode as well. Like, I'm here for these. Yep.
Yeah, outside of the Geller Thanksgiving that we've already seen where Judy Geller is like, that is a whole lot of information.
Yeah.
This one, those two are neck and neck for me. I love this one so much because I was about to start off by saying this is my favorite Thanksgiving episode, but they're close. They're close.
There are contenders all the way through, I think.
Yeah.
I will say the thing that gets everybody about this one is that it was based in the realism that Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston were like the super huge couple at the time.
Yep.
Like,
yeah,
the jokes land better because everybody knew that that was the case. And so to bring them in here and have Brad Pitt just straight up hate Jennifer Aniston is kind of funny. Now, of course, we all know how that ended as well. And so maybe it doesn't land as great today, but it's still, I mean, when it aired though, oh man, this had to be one of their biggest episodes to date.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's got to be. I mean, you know that I don't look at the ratings and you usually don't look at them until after at least you have yours locked in. But I'm very curious to see how this one stacks up because it's very highly rated for me. So.
I'm not talking about the ratings on the IMDb. I'm talking about just like the TV ratings impact. Like,
true.
I mean, listen. Who else has walked onto the Friends stage and got the reaction that Brad Pitt got when he walked through the door at Monica's apartment?
Like maybe like Robin Williams and Billy Crystal?
It's not a lot of people that are on that list, right?
Yeah, it's like because they got a really big applause as well. I'm trying to think of some other really a lot of the celebrities get them. But yeah, Brad Pitt's is by far one of the biggest. I'll have to now pay close attention to the remaining celebrity round of applause.
Yeah, because I don't think they all get that big pop because some of them are in different areas. Like when Susan Sarandon came on the air, like it wasn't like a shock through the door entrance, you know? Yeah. And here, this was kind of an incredibly well kept surprise. I don't think he was in like the advertisements for the episodes. I think they left it like hidden that there was going to be guest starring somebody at Thanksgiving, you know, and we just didn't know who it would be. And
especially the way that we lead up to it with Monica saying that, like, I was his thin friend, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're trying to just picture who this is possibly going to be. Oh, yeah. Yep. It just, it was perfect. And all the guys' reaction to Brad Pitt is so great. But,
perfect.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it would be.
I know it's exactly how it would be. And just as a reminder with where we left things off last week we had Chandler hiring a maid, Phoebe dating Ursula's ex-fiance Eric, Ross and Phoebe scoping out an apartment for Rachel in his building, Monica was trying to recreate a bachelor party for Chandler, which went terribly wrong. Rachel was also telling her dad that she's pregnant. And finally, Ross was in the middle of Dr. Green and Mona when trying to explain the whole baby situation. So we had that classic Ross moment there, which is great.
We do. Yeah. We do. And now, so we will start here with Season 8, Episode 9, the one with the rumor. And, you know, usually we break down each of the storylines here, and it's really just everyone's together for Thanksgiving. As a reminder, I'm just going to kind of run down each of the kind of brief areas that they're all into. So
Okay. Yep.
Phoebe is like trying to avoid helping in the kitchen by joining Chandler, who is watching a football game, but not really watching the football game. And Phoebe's other role is basically falling all over Will as much as humanly possible. Joey references that he really badly wants there to be a turkey at Thanksgiving because there wasn't going to be one because Phoebe doesn't eat meat and Rachel's having her aversion to poultry and Chandler doesn't eat Chinese food. And so it's just going to be like the three of us. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Chinese food? I did.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat Thanksgiving food. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Was that
Well,
what he ate instead?
There was a reference, to 1 year. I think Joey said something like, "Well, I'm eating the food of my people, and you're eating the food of your people," and he's like, "What?"
I think that's where this came. I don't know. That came from the depths of Chandler eating food somewhere. Yeah. Okay. That's one mystery down. And so now we've got Chandler not eating the Thanksgiving food. So Joey though begs Monica to basically make a turkey, which he refers to as his Everest later in the episode.
Yes.
He also makes the great claim that this is what Tribbiani's do. This is what we do. Ross and Rachel are kind of amidst this whole I hate Rachel Green club that has come to light from Will. Monica doesn't necessarily have a storyline other than being the catalyst to bring Will into the story and then just being the host and preparing
Always
the turkey for Joey. That's right. And Chandler, like I said, he's just kind of watching the football game and trying to stay far away from Will because it would be good for his ego. Chandler, I hear you, buddy. Like, no doubt.
Yeah, their reactions to Brad Pitt is great. But yeah, we have another moment with Chandler where Monica doesn't know that he's not into sports. Okay.
I mean, the way she's like talking to him too when he's like watching the game is almost like a toddler. You know? She's like, "Are you watching the game, honey?" Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like Anderson just scored. There's no Anderson. Like,
like, buddy, you could at least read the name on the back of the jersey. I could even do that.
Come on, man. Like, but this again, though, is another one of those examples that I continue to point to that goes, are they fans of sports or not?
What is happening?
Clearly, Chandler doesn't know football.
Yeah.
I mean, Rachel has asked him to put ESPN on every now and then, but then he's going to basketball games. We saw him getting his oily T-zone fixed watching the football game. I don't know what to make of this. It's so inconsistent.
Yeah. Oh, another inconsistency comes up in this episode, just to point that out, because as we're talking about that one, also, I know we've talked about the one with Rachel where it's like, was she like more wild when she was younger? Was she not more wild? Like, what's going on here? And she makes the comment to Brad Pitt, Will, about, did we fool around at what's his name? So-and-so's graduation party? Like, because I can't quite place you. And I'm like, Rachel, like, what? Like, which way is it here? Like, is it that you can't remember the guys that you possibly fooled around with, or did you not really hook up with anyone? I don't know. We've heard both stories with Rachel, and I just had to mention that. I don't know if that stuck out to you too, but
so that did a little. I think there's a way to tell the story where, like, fooled around with isn't like gone all the way, you know?
Yes.
And so I
right.
think maybe she was promiscuous in high school without being like all the way promiscuous. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I bring this up because I'm pretty confident on an earlier podcast, I talked about how, there was an inconsistency in Ross's story where, you know, Carol was his first except we find out that he's also been with other people throughout time, and that's not necessarily the case. And I name-checked the librarian in this, although they never said that they, like, went all the way. They said they made out.
Yes.
And that is different.
I was going to say that came up in this episode too. And I had the same note because I'm like, wait, they just said, because for some reason in my mind, I thought that Ross had said she was like a gentle and tender lover, but he doesn't. He says Anita was very gentle and tender and just leaves it at that. So I think they were just making out in the library.
Yeah.
And
it definitely, on a rewatch here, specifically looking for this moment when, okay, maybe it's not quite that.
So I think that one still stands. Like, I don't think that they, the implication is still that
Ross having only been with Carol at the beginning, I think is plausible.
Solid. Yeah.
I still think there was another one somewhere that I was questioning, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I think that one is pretty solid though, but yeah, I just I love this whole intro to having Brad Pitt just show up at the door, and everyone's freaking out. Yeah, the fans go nuts.
Fans go wild.
Brad Pitt, his first comment is about how, like, he lost 150 pounds and he's going to be in one of those Subway commercials, because I feel like that was... Because I feel like that was really big at the time, too. And it's like,
huge.
Oh, yeah, that's all I did was eat Subway sandwiches, and now I look like this. Okay, Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Yeah. I will say it was very fitting, though, to have Monica being like, oh, Ross will be here. He's like, oh, great, Ross. And Rachel Green will be here. And you just see the demeanor immediately shift. Where he's like, man, I know. I just hated her in high school. She made my life miserable. And then he's like literally visibly mouthing to her like, I hate you.
It's
as she walks in.
Funny.
And Rachel is clearly like, oh, I don't, what is he trying to say? And Monica can clearly read the lines. It's like, oh, let's just have you sit over here and you sit way over here. Like, let's not keep you two together at all.
Yeah, she's like, oh, wow, he's really got that sexy smoldering thing going on. Meanwhile, he's saying, I hate you. It's like, oh, Rachel, like, wow, this is pretty bad. And I love when he connects with Ross again, too, because clearly they had been friends in high school as well. And he's like, man, yeah, we're so lame. Remember how much we used to play with dinosaurs? So what do you do for a living? He's, so how long are you going to be in town? Like, he just quickly changes the subject.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Ross, own up to it, man. Like,
just own it, man.
Like, just say what you are. At this point, we're all the way past, we're so far past high school. They're all in their 30s at this point. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Like, we can say what we're passionate about with our careers.
I know. Poor Ross is still, like, very insecure in a lot of ways. So it's funny. I mean, I also love the moment where it's like, what does Will say to Joey? Hold on, I have it written down. Oh, he says, I'm here to tell you, friend, that you can eat and eat and eat and nothing will ever fill that void. Right. Joey's like, who the hell is this guy? Like, because Joey's like trying to eat chips before the dinner. And like, he's just like, oh, like Tribbiani's, we never get full, and yeah, it's just a great interaction.
To me, it reminded me of the scene where I think it was Tag, where Tag said something to Chandler at a previous Thanksgiving. Like the last one was the one where they were trying to name all 50 states, I think.
Oh, yes.
And Tag said something offhand to Chandler, and Chandler's like, okay, you're new.
You're new. Yeah, like, how dare you?
Your opinion does not matter in this apartment. Get out of here.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's great. Oh, man. And Phoebe also, her interactions trying to, where does she interject when Will is going back to Rachel because she's like, do you have a problem with me or something?
Yeah.
Do I? I think you do.
I think you do. Well, listen, when they bring this up here, though, with the I Hate Rachel Green Club, when they're like developing, like this ends up being the crux of the story here.
It is.
This is so great to find out that Brad Pitt, current spouse of Jennifer Aniston,
yes,
like co-founded an I Hate Rachel Green Club. That's with right. Ross.
Yeah.
Who
awesome. Is now, and the timing of this is like perfect for Ross too. I mean, I guess it maybe would have been a little bit funnier if they were together, but no, this is better because now they're having a baby together. Right. And it's like, okay, so you were in an I Hate Rachel Green club and you're having a child with this woman. Wow.
Well, and this is where we get into some a little bit dodgy storyline telling at this point, but like it certainly wouldn't be told this way today, I don't think. But when Rachel says to Will, like, what'd you guys do? Just like go up in your rooms and like hate me? And they're like, no, we did more than that. We started a rumor.
And Ross was like, "Oh, let's not." He did not.
No,
he did not want to. And they spread a rumor about Rachel being both a boy and a girl at birth, and it's like, oh man, yeah, they would have told this. Probably just avoided the storyline altogether.
Oh, they would have they would have just made it something different if it was told today. But
yeah.
The idea though that like Monica knew, but she didn't tell Rachel, and Chandler gets involved here is like, wait a minute, you're the hermaphrodite cheerleader from Long Island?
Yeah, Chandler knew too. Right?
Like, oh my God, this rumor has traveled across the cities. Like, this is unbelievable. And Rachel's going back through her yearbook, finding all these very gender vague comments. I mean, listen, it was funny. I'm not going to lie. It was funny. And it is definitely not something that would be said in this way today, but it was still funny.
Yeah. And I love how then this is when the story about Mrs. Altman comes up because Monica's kind of like, actually, Rachel, you did kind of spread rumors about Ross too. But we find out, no, that wasn't a rumor. She just spread gossip, which does sound right up to like, up to speed for Rachel. So this is definitely something that she would have done, and she did. And so once she witnessed Ross making out with the librarian, she told like everyone in school apparently. And apparently she used to have to use a cane only when it was damp.
Well, they found a picture of her in the yearbook.
Oh, yeah. She had very kind eyes, I think is what they said.
Yeah. What was it? Monica, I think, said something along the lines of, well, listen, she was the type of person that you knew when she was younger, she was hot.
Yeah. Yeah. She was attractive, maybe. I don't know if she said hot.
Maybe not. She said something along those lines.
She was a pretty lady or something. It was something not so, but it's, but then we also get the moment, which Eric, you had kind of mentioned before, that Phoebe was taking any opportunity to touch Will or just be around Will, because he went to Will then went to high five Ross for knocking up Rachel but not marrying her. So he's like, oh, I approve this. I'm like, wow, okay. But instead of high fiving Will, Phoebe is like, just goes over and embraces him. So
I
appreciate
that. Absolutely. In fact, she also wants to join the club.
Yeah,
there is a moment there where she's like, I want to join the club. I didn't go to high school. I didn't have a club like this.
Oh,
what was it? She said something along the lines of going behind a dumpster to learn French.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
All right. We keep just learning more and more about Phoebe as the episodes go on.
When I hear that, I just think back to Ross early on when he goes, the word you're looking for is Anyway.
Yeah, we have a lot of that with Phoebes.
I mean, listen, this episode is just jam-packed with moments. Like little lines, little moments between... And we haven't even really talked about Joey's switching out his jeans for his Thanksgiving pants.
He wears Phoebe's maternity pants.
The maternity pants.
He gets the meat sweats.
Oh, I mean, listen, Joey's moments in this are a little bit more away from the core storytelling, but his adventure to eat the whole turkey is also filled with great little moments between him saying, we may not be great thinkers or world leaders or, we can't even run fast, but damn it, we can eat.
That's right. Don't take this away from me.
What we do.
Yes.
I'm with him. I'm like, yeah, all right, Joey, here we go. So he has a great episode too.
But I'm also saying, can they not have leftovers? Are leftovers not allowed? Monica makes him eat this whole turkey in one sitting. That's a lot.
She didn't make him do it. He said that he would do it.
He set out to do it, but why aren't leftovers allowed? To me, leftovers it's half of what's great about Thanksgiving. You get
First
all
of
the
all,
food after.
That is not wrong. That is absolutely correct. The leftovers are better than the first serving sometimes.
Right? Yeah.
That being said, I don't know why they weren't going to allow leftovers, but it makes it better that Joey had to do this. And this gets to one of my favorite things too, is at the very end when he's finally conquered the whole thing. He's like, I can't even look at anything else right now. And that's when Monica breaks out the pie. He's like, well, just give me a little sliver. Just give me a little sliver, a little more. Just cut me a real piece.
Yes.
After all this, he still wants pie. Because
this is relatable.
It's been proven. The dessert stomach is a different stomach.
It's a different one.
It's a different one. So his dessert stomach was empty, and his main area stomach, well, that was full. But we had space for the dessert stomach.
Yes.
I think that's true.
There is a thing where it's I think you develop this connection in your brain at some point where early on, if you tend to follow up savory food with sweet food, then it's you just need something sweet. And I'm I relate to that, unfortunately.
I think I'm glad you said that. Was exactly how I was going to phrase it too.
Yeah.
I think I don't even know if it's brain connection. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but just the idea that you can, as long as it's not another savory type thing, you can switch it up and create space.
That's so bad.
It's not good. This is a problem I feel only exists in the United States.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Although I will say, I know you're not.
Anyway.
I know you're not a huge sports person, right? I don't want to pivot too far from Friends here, but being that we're talking about food, we're recording this while the World Cup is still going on.
Okay. Yes, I did.
And I feel on my social media, I am starting to see waves of, people coming over to this country and trying the food and going to places like Costco and seeing all the stuff that they hear all these things about America. And now they've come here and they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Which to me is so good to hear, because most of the time, and I watch a lot of international YouTubers from time to time, and a lot of them talk about how America is all overweight and just shooting each other.
Right.
That's the picture. We've got Trump and we've got guns and we've got overweight people everywhere.
We've got McDonald's. Yeah.
That's what America is to the international look. And to see all this social media coming out from people from all other countries, places in Africa and South America and Australia and Europe and Asia, all coming here and actually reacting more positively to what we have here. I feel that is a great breath of fresh air. And I hope you are all seeing that on your social media if you are taking a look at your social medias, if you haven't.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that too. And yeah, I mean, even in comparison with our own news, right? Where it's like everything is just always like horrible. And it's like, wow, there's actually people who are coming in. They're like, hey, it's pretty nice over here. Yeah. I think I saw something with, this Australian guy who was just like fascinated with one of the beaches. And it's like, oh, I heard that like everything was garbage over here, but this is actually really beautiful. And that's an Australian talking about the beach. That's kind of a big deal because they have some amazing beaches.
They have some amazing beaches there as well. And again, it's, where are you from specifically and what are you used to and what are you, I think there's also this like expectation of what you see when you come to the United States, and people are realizing that that expectation is not exactly what they thought it was, because I feel like for the last 5 years, maybe 10, everything just seems to be painted so negatively for the U.S.
Well, like, and I mean, we're a pretty massive country too, so it totally depends on where you're at, and where you are. But yeah, certainly not all doom and gloom. That is for sure.
No, and I it was just all the food talk here that got me thinking about that, and I felt like it was, an appropriate time to bring that up as we are.
No, that makes sense.
As we're now, I guess part of that social media area.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you guys for listening, by the way. Keep listening. We got another episode to talk about.
Woohoo.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about Season 8, Episode 10. This is the one with Monica's boots, which I find to be a very interesting episode on the whole. We go back to that standard, 3 storyline structure that Friends typically does. And we actually have some unique breakouts, I think, in this one, where we have Phoebe and Ross, where Phoebe is trying to get Sting tickets to a concert once she realizes that Ross's son is in Sting's son's school. And actually, they're in the same class. Chandler is dealing with Monica, who has bought a whole expensive set of boots that she swears she can wear everywhere, except they are absolutely killing her feet. And then we have Joey and Rachel with an entire storyline where Joey is bringing his sister to see Rachel because she's so into fashion and wants to learn fashion from her, only to find out that she didn't really care about the fashion. She is pregnant and wants some help from Rachel.
Yeah. Eric, I'm just going to kick this off by saying I didn't know, first off, because I just hadn't looked it up, that this really was Sting's wife in this episode. And she agreed to be on the episode because apparently originally Sting himself was going to be on the episode, but that fell through. I think one of his tour dates got moved or something like that. And I don't know if you were aware of that, but I'm like, I just happened to look up. I'm like, is this really Sting's wife? And it was.
I did know that she was his actual wife. I did not know that Sting was supposed to be on the show instead. That's new to me, but that's great. That's good to hear. And again, this then dips this storyline into a lot of reality. I will say the line that gets me from this is when Phoebe is talking to Ross and she's learning for the first time that that Ben is in Sting's son's class.
Yeah.
And she's sitting down in the coffee shop, and she talks to Ross, and she's like, "That's why you have kids." I cannot tell you how many times I say that. I will say that if I ask my kids to go get the mail, I'll be like, "That's why you have kids," right there. So you don't have to go get the mail; they can go get it. It's that I use that line all the time.
Yeah.
And if they're listening to this right now, which I'm sure they are,
Yes.
They'll be like, yeah, Dad, you do a lot.
You say that a lot. Yeah. I mean, really the bit that stands out to me the most in this storyline is just Phoebe saying, Ross can.
Yes, that's the other one.
Give me the tickets. And it's a lot. I mean, otherwise, I'm not gonna lie. I find Phoebe a bit obnoxious in this story.
Oh, she's over the top.
Yeah, by a bit, I mean, if this was the only representation I had of Phoebe, I would not like Phoebe at all. I'm not a fan of Phoebe.
No,
in this one.
It's
no.
In fact, I find this to be like a pretty hard deviation from who Phoebe is as a character.
Yeah.
I don't see
confusing.
Phoebe to be the one that wants to chase down
No.
and exploit her, nephew by better terms.
Proxy. Yeah.
Like for tickets to
Right.
I just don't. She does not seem to be the one that would do that.
No, I mean, we know that Phoebe's probably had a restraining order here or there, but for other reasons. I don't see that being for this reason. This seems weird. Or maybe she hasn't had restraining orders. I don't know. She's been arrested a number of times for weird stuff. We just know that. I just showing up at the house, Sting's wife having to use the silent alarm. I mean, that scene is probably the funniest part of this.
She's like, you're here for tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. 4, please. As if that it would ever work.
This is
ever.
Nuts. This is nuts. Like, yeah, we know Phoebe does some weird stuff. This is not cool. This is frightening. I am frightened for Sting's wife.
Yeah. For sure. There's not a lot left to say about that storyline. Thankfully, Ross can get the tickets, and he does in his own way.
Yeah, we don't know how. He doesn't even say.
He never explains, but he did. And then you get it's a nice wrap up at the end where he is showing Phoebe, oh yeah, we're like middle balcony. She's like, well, that's at least 50 yards away from Sting and all of his family members, right? She's like, yeah. He's like, well, then that's not breaking the law.
That's why
I would argue, like, you don't know where his family's going to be in that moment. Maybe it's not. Maybe they're in the box above you. Like,
yeah, right. Yeah,
dicey scenario. It's probably likely that they're at least 50 yards away, but
and damn, did they get that restraining order set up quickly,
real fast,
and can't blame them.
Hey, listen, Sting's got connections.
Yeah, just a few, but not enough to have good detailed security at his home, apparently. So, like,
well, listen, they called the police.
Okay, she did.
But Phoebe still thought it was going to be like a reunion.
Yeah, I mean, she also pretended to be one of Ben's moms just to figure out where this kid lived. Like, the whole thing is just like, first of all, that is a fail on the school. They did not do their job there.
Listen, as a teacher.
Yeah.
And I know that woman said, like, oh, like, I'm the new teacher here, blah, blah, blah. So she doesn't have firsthand experience with all the parents.
But you would
if you're going to tell me that you're just going to take their word for it, that this is the parents, like, out of what, because they said that they were,
no.
I mean, listen, I hear you.
Yeah.
But, like, usually we've got names on, like, we've got paperwork. We've got all sorts of information that shows who these people are. Now,
I'm pretty sure if the normal parent isn't picking up, they usually have to, like, have some type of consent that even the other parent is going to get them.
They all need to be on emergency forms. Now, that being said, the one kicker for this is when Ben sees her there, he says, hey, Aunt Phoebe, what are you doing here? Which does hurt, like, that helps Phoebe and hurts the teacher a lot because he clearly recognizes her.
Yes.
And therefore it gives you some credence to still say, oh, okay, this is someone that he's aware of. But when he says Aunt Phoebe, she's not in earshot. And, I would bring Ben over and be like, yeah, who's this again?
Yeah, what's the story here? Oy, 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 oy.
Also, how is she in there just wandering the halls? That's also a
Oh,
huge flag. That
is a
would
problem.
never happen today. Like,
No.
that's at the schools I've been at, that is a 0% chance.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's like the biggest thing. Like, how does this
Right?
person even get in this position?
Yeah.
Like, not a chance.
Phoebe's not that good at social engineering. I don't know. That everyone's I guess if you look confident, that's what the story is here. Just play the part and someone will
Listen, schools
let
have
you
got
into
enough
the school
problems
and take
going
your
on.
kid. I don't know.
Schools have got enough issues right now. Like, they're not going to just deal with you look confident. Sorry.
Yeah.
But let's move to the boots of it all.
Sure.
Chandler and Monica. And
Yeah.
these I got new boots.
Got new boots. I don't have a lot on this. Other than Monica got some really expensive boots, doesn't want to give them up, and then she has to give them up because she can't walk in them. I think most women, I would say, can relate to this on some level. Not necessarily I haven't necessarily spent. Probably they don't say how much money. I don't think
They never say
Monica
how much.
spent. Yeah, they don't, but they imply that they were very expensive. Yeah. Listen, I've definitely bought shoes though where I'm like, I want to love them, but they are awful. And
Listen,
yeah,
my favorite part of this whole thing is when the girls are talking to Monica in Central Park and she's admitting that they're incredibly painful, and she's saying, like, they're like, well, why don't you just return them? And she's like, well, I can't because there's this like little scuff on the sole and the insides are filled with my blood.
I love that too. Love the way she says that. I know, it's so funny. Yeah, and it's probably accurate. I mean, yeah, again, relatable. This is true.
I will say this. It's not my favorite storyline for Monica, right? But Courtney Cox delivers the lines that make this story funny.
Yes.
Like, I really like this version of Monica that we're starting to get over these last couple episodes, where it's more jokey, it's more funny and less like focused on the marriage and like pushing everybody else off to the side. I think we're really starting to come into a nice area here for both Chandler and Monica. I don't know that this story specifically does a lot for them, but it is still funny, and I still do like the visual of having Chandler carrying Monica piggyback down the streets of New York, only to find another pair and realize they're on sale, where he then literally goes into a dead sprint.
Good job, Chandler.
Like, yep, run. She can't
We're
walk.
out of here. She's out of control. We're leaving.
Now, we've got Joey and Rachel.
Yep.
And I will say, I really enjoy Dina being brought into this.
Mm-hmm.
She's played by Marla Sokolov,
Yes.
who I've seen in a number of things. Most notably to me, it's she was in Dude, Where's My Car? That's the one I always remember her from.
Yes, she was in, and I thought that I wrote this down, and now I don't know where I wrote it down, but she was in.
She was on Full House too.
Thank you. That's the one. She played Gia, Stephanie's friend, in like 8 episodes. I saw the name and I could immediately picture Stephanie saying Gia or whatever. But yeah, it's she was also on.
It was a questionable friend choice for Stephanie too.
Yes. And she was also on, there was, which I'm sure you've seen, Eric, but it was this movie, The Babysitter's Club in the 90s.
I did not see that one. Sorry.
That was based off of these books I'm
aware of the books.
I bet Tina's read them.
I'm well aware of the books. Okay. But I have not seen the movie.
Yeah, this was a thing like when I was in elementary school, and that was, there was a movie and she was on that too. Because once I saw her, I'm like, I've never done a deep dive into who Dina was, but I knew that she looked super familiar. And once I saw her name, I'm like, oh, she was like everywhere in the 90s. Like she was also on Home Improvement. She was on like all of those shows. Yeah.
She is one of those actors who I don't know that you can ever say like made it big, but definitely had a career.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, was in a lot of stuff and probably still is, to be honest with you. I just don't know. My references for her are all dated at this point. So I don't know what the last thing she was in was. But
I wouldn't be surprised if she was in some Hallmark movies. Like, I feel like that's...
Oh, that would be a good
right?
call. She could have been there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will say, my wife likes a good Hallmark movie, and I have seen a lot of them.
So you might know about it.
I don't know that I can place her there, although if she is, my wife is actively yelling at me through the radio.
Let us know.
Let's see. I'm trying to pull her up real quick. The most recent stuff. Oh, she was on The Practice also for a while.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That was the other big one.
That's the one I couldn't think of.
Yeah.
But what does this say? The Merry Gentleman. Oh, that feels like a Hallmark movie. It's a Netflix movie. It's a Netflix movie, but it's the same
They started to make a similar type of movie.
The Road Home for Christmas. This feels like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you nailed it. You
was
were
I
right
onto
on it.
Something? All right.
I think you might be.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, well, that's enough about Marla Sokoloff.
I gotta say, love Joey's line where he comes in and says, "I'll let you two fascists get down to business," because he doesn't know what to call. Like they're into fashion. No, Joey, fascist is the wrong word.
I think he knows fascist is the wrong word, but he's boxed himself into this, and it is like I don't know where else to go here.
Oh, sweet Joey.
Yeah. But I will say this story really picks up when Rachel, finds out about the pregnancy with Dina. Mm-hmm. She convinces Dina that, listen, Joey's been really good about all this for me. Like, he's been great. Like, let's go tell him. And that's why you have the sandwich, just in case, he starts going crazy. You can just hand him the sandwich. And so she tells him. Joey does not take it well. She throws the sandwich on the table. And when she gives him the name and Joey goes down and tracks down the guy, this is when we really get going. Yeah. Because this guy, who I don't think I looked at his IMDb. I don't think he's done a whole lot. Doesn't even have a picture. Nope. But he is so good in this one moment. Yeah. Like, where he plays Bobby, and he's coming in saying, well, I've got really high hopes for my band. Oh. Well, my band is me and my boy Rooster. We're called Numbnuts. And it's like, to answer your question earlier, straight up gangster rap. Nope. Like, just... And throughout all of those lines of his, like, Rachel is trying to like give them an out. Like, well, listen, I'm sure when you said you wanted to be an actor, nobody wanted to take you seriously, and yet here you are. Mm-hmm. So like, well, tell us about your band. And it's just like, oh God, it's worse not helping and worse out. And worse.
Yep. He kind of reminded me of like a really young Giovanni Ribisi when we first saw him come in, right?
Yeah. Definitely would be like auditioning for the same roles, right?
Yes, yeah. They even kind of had a similar look, but this was rough. And Joey, I feel like Joey, he was a little bit all over the map here with the hypocrisy, because it's like, Joey, since when do you have everything all together? We also find out he's been lying to his sister that he like waited until he was 25 to have sex. Rachel's like, excuse me. Like, she wanted to like interject with the real story. Of course, Joey like refused to let her tell that story. The real deal. No.
And you also get Joey making the comment of like, well, how stupid do you have to be to get knocked up today? And Rachel's like, excuse me?
Uh-huh.
She's like, listen, contraception is not 100% effective, right? And they're like, well,
it's like, you guys are
like,
not helping.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, come on. Yes. Yeah, but he was like, the way that he's being super supportive for Rachel, he's not willing to do that initially with his sister at all. And but it's but she is a bunch younger, I guess, but I don't know. It's a lot.
This felt to me similar to the scene we just saw with Ross and Mona and Dr. Green, where Joey is kind of stuck between Dina and Rachel and trying to explain why hers is okay, but yours is not.
Yes.
And it was definitely, it wasn't quite the same, like bouncing back and forth, but it was a similar position that Joey found himself in. And I mean, listen, I really enjoy that scene. In fact, that scene with Bobby present is the best part of this episode by a long way.
It is. And it's a bit random. Like, I'm not gonna, like, this whole episode, I did look at and I'm thinking, all right, I mean, if we just didn't have this episode, it's definitely one of those where it's like, it didn't really feed any part of the plot line to move it forward.
No event that took place in this episode impacted the long-running plot of any of the characters at all, other than maybe implying that, Joey is still supportive of Rachel's pregnancy. True. I guess.
Yeah.
That's about all of it. And you could have done that in 5 million different ways to showcase that.
Exactly. I know we've talked about before where it's like, I do have a theory where there's a certain number of episodes where they could have recorded them at any point and they might just like need to put them in a certain week where it's like, oh, we didn't, I don't know, to have like a backup or something because we don't get a whole lot of other context to the greater storyline.
No, and I'll say, we've talked about how we don't always see like the Phoebe Ross story. I think we get like 1 or 2 of those a season, maybe. And so to look at the Sting storyline and be like, that was our like Phoebe Ross together moment is disappointing.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like there was something else I was gonna bring up with the Dina Joey. Joey does end up coming around. Oh, what was it? There was something else with that storyline at the very end. Joey does end up coming around and agreeing to help with his sister's kid, which obviously we know he's going to. He's a good brother. I mean, we never see or hear of Dina again, but
he's the genuine like best friend that there is in the group. He's not going to like leave you out to dry. He might not be thrilled about it. But
yeah, I know what it was. What I was gonna say though, is that moment where Joey like shields his eyes because he says something like, "I'm so mad, I'm like gonna leave here. I can't even look at you," and he like comes back in and shields his eyes to like grab the sandwich, obviously because he's like
banging his hand around the counter to find the sandwich.
But it reminded me exactly of the same scene with Phoebe where she's like saying that she's so mad at her mom she can't even look at her in the beach house.
Oh, yeah.
And she comes back in and she's like, I need my keys though. It was the same exact joke, just different object that they were coming back to retrieve.
For sure.
Yeah.
I also think it was what was developed as far as any sort of character development, if you want to go this direction, would be that Dina admitted to Joey that she was more afraid to tell Joey than her parents.
Yes.
And so this kind of sets Joey into this universe of like being the guy in the Tribbiani household. Like this is the person that they all go to and trust. And I mean, listen, we met Joey's parents a long time ago. It was a little back and forth there with them. They were kind of wild cards. We've seen all the sisters together. It would have been interesting to recast one of them for this role here, but they didn't.
I know. Yeah.
So we see them kind of all flock together, and now we see Dina, and Joey kind of always ends up being the one. Even when Chandler went to Joey's house and he was with his grandmother and all the sisters were there, like Joey is becoming like the key figure in the Tribbiani household.
Yeah, and I feel like they did establish that somewhat early on, where it was like Joey was the responsible one within his family, which always made it kind of funny that within the group he's like the one that couldn't seem to get it together or like pay the bills or like just was always just struggling the most and really couldn't be relied on. But then like within his family, it seemed like he was the go-to guy. So maybe it's all relative, I guess. But
guess so.
Know. Yeah.
Now we're going to jump into the IMDb ratings segment of our podcast where we talk about our ratings of these 2 episodes plus your ratings the way we find them on IMDb. Not to mention, we're going to talk about our favorite and least favorite characters. I will say, I'm looking at our spreadsheet where we keep all of this information right now, and I'm just realizing I have gone Ross back to back to back episodes for my favorite character. I haven't done that in a minute with anybody. I think the last time I remember stacking up enough people in a row was Joey last season. Joey was catching my favorites. I will say he's not going to be my favorite this time, but I will let you go ahead and go first. Who is your favorite person?
We know how I like to do the other person oftentimes. It's going to be one of those for me here because Brad Pitt, you got to put Will down.
Will.
Yeah,
it's gotta
he is
Will.
So funny. Like I love his lines. He's hilarious in the Thanksgiving episode, and usually it's always going to be one of the main cast in a Thanksgiving episode, but he was such a great addition. Kind of wish they brought him in for more, but that wouldn't have really played into the storyline so well. So it's definitely going to be Will.
I think it's a really good time to pick Will, pick a guest star, because when I looked across all of the 6 friends trying to figure out which one I wanted to pick, I didn't really have anybody that jumped off the page as being like back-to-back 2 great episodes, right?
Yeah.
There's part of me that would pick Bobby because I think he's super funny. But instead, I will end up picking Joey here.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will pick Joey because I think the best story in the second episode, the one with Monica's boots, is Joey and Rachel and Dina and Bobby. That whole section is our best moment. It's the funniest by a long way. And then in the first episode, I love, Joey's conquest to eat the entire turkey.
Yeah.
And saying the things like, listen, I'm a Tribbiani. This is what we do. And, we're not world leaders. That whole line is great.
Here come
I think
the meat
saying,
sweats.
saying like, you are my Everest. Like, that's great. Bringing on the meat sweats. Cut me a real piece. Like all this.
Yeah.
These are great.
Who is this guy?
Yeah. That's right.
Seriously, who is this?
That one doesn't even get talked about. Yeah. Like, he had a lot of great, I feel like, Joey one-liners that exist in that episode.
He reminds us it's Thanksgiving too, because without
he
Joey,
really does.
It's not really about the Thanksgiving. So
yeah. Now I will say, I think we're both going to pick the same least favorite. Does yours start with the P and end with the Hebe?
Yes, and you probably could tell from how, I was like, oh my God, Phoebe, I do not like you at all in this episode. That second one, I mean, she definitely had some funny moments with Will in the Thanksgiving episode, but I can't with Phoebe in the second one, so it's too much. Definitely begins
I'm
with
trying to like
Phoebe,
go back
ends
in
with the
time and look at some of my ratings to see real quick where I feel like. Yeah, okay. All right. Do you do you want me to go first with ratings?
Yes, kick it off. I want to hear.
Okay,
I want to hear what you
I'll
have
kick it
here,
off because here's what I'm thinking. It is without question, hands down, the one with the rumor is the better episode. We can both agree to this.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. This and not close, by the way.
No. Nope.
Like it's not close. So for me, I have always stood on when a character is no longer acting like themselves, that's when I drop it like below 8s. Okay? And I think Phoebe is not acting like Phoebe. And that to me makes that story like tough to watch
I
and
agree.
not great. And because of that, I'm looking at the Joey, Rachel, Dina story and going, is that good enough to get it back in? And the answer is no.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give the one with Monica's Boots a 7.9, which upon looking at my ratings, that's pretty much where I tend to land on some of these. It would have to be like multiple really bad storylines for me to pull it farther down. And I don't think the Monica's Boots one is that bad. So I'm not going to drop it any farther.
Yeah.
The one with the rumor, though, I mean,
That's a good one.
This is tough. I'm looking back. One where Rachel tells, I gave a 9. The one with the videotape, I gave a 9.1. Like, is this the best episode of this season? I think it might be. How high? How high? I'm gonna say 9.3. 9.3. I think it's a great episode.
Yeah.
I love the Brad Pitt cameo. I'm looking the one with the proposal at the end of season 6. 1 and 2 I liked better than this. Where Ross got high, I liked better than this. All the resolutions, no question. Ooh, Ross's Wedding Part 2, I gave a 9.2. And then, yeah, all right. Yeah, I feel good about this. 9.3. Yeah, sorry, I'm just fact checking myself.
No, hey, that's okay.
This is great content as we go here.
It's true. Listen, I get it.
I'm trying to stay consistent. We've done 8 seasons of rating episodes. I have to make sure that I'm trying to be close.
Mine are even more divided than yours. That's
not surprising.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you're going to give the one with Monica's Boots like a 4.
I gave that one a 7.7. So,
okay.
Because in my mind, I always remember that the one with Monana was a 7.6. Yes. I always for some reason that score stays in my mind. I'm like, well, yeah.
You're right. The 7.6, the one with Monana, that was for the longest time the lowest rated episode. And I have to go back and look, but outside of the highlighty episodes, it still is pretty darn close.
Yeah.
There was another one. It was the one, and I don't remember the exact name of the episode, but it was the one with the girl with the leg that got thrown on the fire. That was actually rated lower, which I'm still mad at.
Yeah, the one for me that I really didn't like was the one with the brown birds with Ross. I really don't like that episode. I just
don't like that one either.
Weirds me out. I don't know. It's a lot. But the one with the rumor, I'm giving that one a 9.8. I love that episode. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's so good. No. And I honestly didn't even look back to see what my other Thanksgiving ratings were. I'm just going on the vibe. I'm
not worried about your other Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So the one where Ross got high, that you have as a 10. One with all the resolutions,
so that was the other
10.
Yeah. I think the one where Ross got high, wasn't that the other Thanksgiving one? Wasn't that?
It was.
Yeah. Okay.
The one with the jellyfish, you gave a 9.82. The one with all the embryos where they play the game.
Oh yeah.
You gave that a 9.7.
Okay.
Does that change anything?
Interesting. You know what? No, I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
I'm sticking with it.
Accepted. It's been booked.
It's because both of those, I feel like when you get down to like that point different, I mean, they're all
difficult
up there. Yeah. Yeah. Anything above a 9.5 is like, those are my, at 9.5,
I would argue,
those are like the ones that I'll rewatch over and over. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think if it hits a 9,
yeah,
it's a good episode. It's really good.
Yeah.
And then it's a question of where does it rank among the very good episodes?
Exactly.
That being said, the people agree largely with us. So
yes.
We'll start with the one with Monica's boots, which I gave a 7.92. You gave a 7.72. The IMDb people 7.8.
Oh,
so
split the difference.
We've got it bookended right there. Okay. I think that's pretty spot on.
All right.
And then we have the one with the rumor. I gave a 9.3. You gave a 9.8. IMDb gave a 9.2.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, the people are above the 9, so that I had a feeling.
And it's way easier for you and me to go way up in the 9s. Like, this is an average amongst all the people.
Right.
To get it above a 9.2 is like, it's real hard. In fact,
are there? I was just gonna look really quick.
I'm going back.
Are there any that are? Oh,
2.
yeah, the one where everybody finds out, which makes sense.
The one where everybody finds out is a 9.7.
Yeah,
and the one with all the one with the embryos is a 9.4.
Yeah,
which I think is the best Friends episode. But
yeah,
we'll save that conversation for another day. I am certain of it. Well, thank you so much for listening to the We Run on Reruns podcast. Please check out our socials on Instagram and YouTube. And, you can repost, you can share, you can like, you can subscribe, tell your friends. We're all out there. Like, that would be awesome. And we appreciate you guys doing that for us. If you are listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatever podcast player you're listening to us on, if you could give us a 5-star rating so that other people can find us with the algorithm, that would be amazing. We would really appreciate your support with that. And thank you to those of you who have found us on Patreon at We Run on Reruns. I know the last time we did this exit, I think I mentioned that our very next episode was going to be like our first episode of The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I think I got the calendar wrong.
We jumped the gun a little bit. Yeah.
So I think we're good here, right?
Yes.
It's the next one. Okay.
We're good.
So, you've heard it if you listen to that podcast. If you listen to our Stranger Things finale, you heard us talk about it there as well, more in depth. And if you've just listened to this one, that's the next show we're doing. So our Stranger Things podcast will start getting replaced by The Big Bang Theory, and we will talk about episodes 1 and 2 on that one for season 1 in a few days when this one posts.
That's right.
Which I think is it Saturdays? Middle of the week?
So yeah, we tend to post Friends around like Tuesday, and Big Bang will post around like Thursday, Friday, usually around
end of the
there.
week.
So yeah.
End of the week. So end of the week. Look for that one to come up. Our first couple episodes with The Big Bang Theory. Not to mention, a week from now, you'll be able to listen to season 8, episodes 11 and 12, the one with Ross's Step Forward, and the one where Joey dates Rachel. Happy rerunning, everybody.
See you, pals. Bye, guys.